was my name. I guess it crept away. No one's calling for me at the door. Unpredictable and bother anymore. Silently, it's hard to ignore. Straight ahead, there's nothing left to see. What's done is done. This life has got a hold on me. Just let it go. What now could never be. Fading out, but I still hear the sound of a voice that won't slow down, running circles in my head again, but I won't let it win. Every shadow starts to look familiar, like deja vu. Every step I take just pulls me under. What can I do? Try to bury every broken memory deep in the ground, but they rise like echoes in the silence, screaming out loud. Now I'm knocking, but there's no response. Every answer feels a little lost. Still I fight just to reconnect. Straight ahead, but I can't clearly see. All these doubts keep reaching out for me. I won't give in. I won't let it be. I'm still alive If I fall into the dark again, will I find who I have been, or just pieces left behind, fading slowly out of time? Break the silence, break the chain, feel the fire through the pain. No more waiting, no more lies. I can see it in my eyes. Straight ahead, now I can finally see. All this weight is crashing off of me. What was lost is not my destiny. I'm taking back what's left of me. And the echo slowly fades away, but I'm stronger than yesterday.
Today we give thanks, for we are stronger than we were yesterday. Today we give thanks, for we are stronger than we were at the beginning of this day. The beginning of this rising. Not the morning, because we were not morning, we were rising. Rising in consciousness, rising in everything, in every aspect. To the ancestors, known and unknown, Ashe. To the gods, known and unknown, Ashe. All the praise, all the glory be to the Most High. What's going on, guys? It's your favorite cosmic warrior, back at you with another Galactic Transmission. Let's get a prayer in, and let's tap into the energy. Spirit, thank you for coming through. Thank you for guiding, protecting this message. Thank you for removing any negative energy from the area. Thank you for allowing this to get to any and everyone it's intended to, and so it is.
darle alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena.
Oh man, you know what I'm getting? It's like, it's the one Macarena 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's counting, right? But it's all their choices, all their decisions, all their actions, where they saw no wrong. They saw no wrong in their ways, and it's like, yeah, when you're not holding yourself accountable, it's like you're gonna look back. Yeah, no, there's nothing to see there. Nothing to see. You can't avoid it though. Unavoidable. It's the ways that we turn a blind eye. We turn lots of blind eyes. We turn blind eyes for our friends. We turn blind eyes for our coworkers. We turn blind eyes for our loved ones. We turn blind eyes. We turn blind eyes on ourselves. But it's this. The more that's the more we turn a blind eyes. But it's like, well, we think it went away, but it's like no. It's just like they just did all the release at once. It's like it's the Pringles can, Pringles can with the snake in it. You know what I mean? You think you're getting a treat, right? Oh, you think you're getting a reward for what? For fuckery? For running from your problems? Oh, congratulations! You did a great job running. Guess what? You didn't run fast enough.
When I dance, they call me Macarena. And the boys, they say que soy buena. They all want me, they can't have me. So they all come and dance beside me. Move with me, chant with me. And if you're good, I'll take you home with me. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. Que tu cuerpo es para darle alegría y cosas buenas. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena. Macarena. Da, 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 Now don't you worry about my boyfriend, the boy whose name is Vitorino. I don't want him, couldn't stand him. He was no good, so now.
It's the energy of walking away from karmic friends. You know what's interesting is how I tell people about themselves and why I distance myself from them right to their face, but I do it in a way when I'm describing how I interact with other people. Just the other day, someone asked me why if I still talk to someone, right? For the same reason I don't talk to this guy. I told him I don't associate with people that engage in what he does. He's just in fuckery. He's manipulating, lying. You never know what the truth is, and it's like I'm all set. You know what I mean? It's I don't surround myself. I don't do those things. So I don't surround myself with those type of people. And I'm pretty much telling him to his face, like, this is why I distance myself from you. Read between the lines. Use your big brain. But using our big brain. But using our big brain is the turning of the wheels, both of them. Is that cut off? Now it's down in the rough. Trying to harvest your energy. But how fuck off. How can people harvest our energy too, though, right? Our mind, they really want to manipulate our minds. But harvesting our energy. And it's interesting too, what I'm getting is getting us to do their dirty work for them. Trying to keep their hands clean. and hoping that we're not wise enough. We're not tuned in our discernment, our intuition. We haven't been working on those things. They bank on that. But it's banking on that, banking accounts, bank accounts, the energy. It's people think that they're clever sometimes. Well, no. A lot of times people just think that they're clever in general. Most people are rarely as clever as they think they are. Even the cleverest of them.
Come on, what was I supposed to do? He was out of town and his two friends were so fine. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para darle alegría y cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría Macarena, Macarena.
It's energy of frozen. Their good luck is frozen. Their dharma is frozen. For what? Because people trying to take our roles, our positions. But the positions that we're crafted for. I've worked many jobs, many different fields, and I've done pretty good at all of them, right? And I've gained a lot of knowledge from all of them. And that puts me in a position to do lots of other jobs, combinations of jobs, like all sorts of things. But it's my tools that I have in my tool belt because of all the time that I took to learn, to observe, to absorb, to ask questions. It's all the effort that I've put in over the last 40 years, And for someone, I make it look easy. I make it look really easy because guess what? I'm good at just about every fucking thing I do. I got a lot of tools in my tool belt. But good luck thinking anyone else, just because I make it look easy, you try to throw someone else in my position, and, it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. Some heavy shoes. Not everyone can handle it. But it's funny when people will undervalue us. They act like we're not all that. Easily replaceable. Oh, okay. If that's what you think. Be gone with your false beliefs. You can take your false beliefs somewhere else. It's the truth always reveals itself. It's when we stop pulling the weight, when we stop pulling other people's weight, and we start holding them accountable, and just leaving it. It's no longer my problem. It's at one point I was picking up this because maybe I felt bad, maybe this, maybe that, many reasons. But for how long are we going to carry it? It's some what we're gonna keep holding a carrot over our face. It's like, oh, there's a finish line, and oh wait, there's another finish line and another finish line. It's for how long? How long do we hold ourselves back? While we help others out, while we get held back by others, by whatever. But that's the interesting part too. Is it's a fine balance. But it's the secret. It's how do you find the balance? Well, the spiritual balance is a big fucking one. It's alignment. If you're not aligned, you're not going to be able to. If you're not honed in on your discernment, you're not going to be able to. If you're not honed in on your intuition, you're not going to be able to. But that's why it's really important. It's like, but it's secret accounts. It's our secret accounts, our spiritual inheritance. It's our gifts, our abilities. It's something that's available to all of us that we all have. We're just unaware of it. And, but even when we use it, we're still not even aware that we're using tools that we have. We'll use our intuition and discernment and just be, oh, that was lucky. And, but we need to bring conscious awareness to it. And once you bring that conscious awareness to it, you give thanks. You give thanks for the recognition of it, And that's how we start honing in and, trusting it more, right? By the acknowledgement of it. But then once the acknowledgement is more clear, then you can be more confident on your actions, right? But it's when you get your intuition, it's when you know it's your intuition, you don't second guess it. Because when you second guess it, you're going to freeze yourself.
hands I trusted doubt me. I don't break and I don't kneel when they call the truth a liar, when they crown the cruelest king, when they throw me to the fire. I don't flinch at anything. You can push me, you can test me, you can drag my name through storm. I've been shattered, I've been empty, I survived it all alone. You can't hate me, you can't blame me, you can try to break my bones, you can burn my name in ashes, but you'll never take my soul.
You know, but it's the ways that people try to mix up different ways to take what is not theirs. You know, even if they were able to take it, even if, you can't hold on to it. For how long? It's going to be a fight of your life trying to hold on to it. It's going to be yours. You know, people need to stay in their own fucking lane. Worry about their own fucking self. That's people's problem. Feels twice as long. When the silence hits like thunder. You know, a lot of times when people are loud, it's because they still care. When they go silent, it's ironic. That's when people decide to try to change. That's when people decide to or it's just put another illusion up. That's all they're doing. Another facade. That's all they're doing. You know, but it's, you know, once we've been there, done that one too many times, you know, pattern recognition kicks in, and our intuition, and our discernment, and all of it, all the alarms are going off, and it's like, are we going to block our blessings? Nope, not this fucking time. Staying in my own lane, worrying about myself. You know, I wish you the best, but hey, it sucks what you got coming from you, but guess what? You guys asked for it. You guys did it to yourself. Sucks for you, but that's a personal problem. Their approval, I don't trade my breath for gold. They can take the world around me. They can never take my soul. You can't hate me. You can't shame me. You can try to break my bones. You can burn my name in ashes. But that's just what it is. It doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter. It's once you're at a certain level of consciousness and you're able to see through it. It's kind of like, really? Are you fucking serious? Like, really? And it's like, but it doesn't bother you, you know, because you release it. It's in the Most High's hands. It's, you know, we don't worry ourselves with their fuckery, and we're above that anyways. It doesn't fucking matter. You know, weapons shall be formed, but they ain't gonna fucking prosper unless you allow them to. And don't fucking allow them to. Simple as that. That's for somebody. You'll never take my
take the ground below, but they'll never take my soul. Yeah. You ever notice how quiet life gets when you stop fighting? That's when the devil leans back and grins, saying he might. But when he starts knocking, oh, that's when you're pissing him off. Been down in that dirt, see my soul get split. They were whispering sweet, saying, boy, just quit. I bled for my peace, I drown for my word. But God don't build no warriors from clean damn shirts. Ain't no halo on me, I'm bruised and scarred. I done wrestled my demons out back in the yard. And every scar on my skin's a lesson in pain. Every loss I took put fuel in my veins. When the devil knocks, I don't hide no more. I just crack that grin. Say you've been here before. God loves me, but so does he. And they both wanna see what the hell I'll be. And when the devil knocks, I don't fold or run. I just pour another shot and load my gun. Ain't no saint, but I damn sure try. Every prayer I whisper, got whiskey and cry. See, the devil don't chase who already gave in. He wants the one still fighting for a win. I hear that voice say, take the easy road, but that road's paved with lies and corroded souls. So I shut that door, lock it tight, and I tell that bastard tonight, when the devil knocks, I don't hide no more. I just crack that grin, say you've been here before. God loves me, but so does he, and they both wanna see what the hell I'll be. And when the devil knocks, I don't fold or run. I just pour another shot and load my gun. There's a war every fucking day between the man I was and the one I'm still fighting to stay. You think peace is quiet? Now peace is blood, peace is crawling through hell and still choosing to love somebody. You know, but it's a choice every day of if am I gonna be the new me? You know, am I gonna choose peace, or am I gonna bring back the old me? Or are we going to war? You know, but it's what wolf are we feeding? What wolf are we feeding? What are we giving into? You know, as much as things piss us off, you know, but it's interesting. Is I don't know. I always held the belief that there's certain things that it's just like over time and maturity, you know, and we look back and reflect. It's like, all right, we're able to see how we were out of line, or we stand even more, you know, firm on, nah, they fucked up. You know what I mean? Because some fuck shit stays fuck shit until it gets handled, right? Some things you just don't, it's not, never water under the bridge, right? And there's certain levels of disrespect, certain levels of things that it's just, but it's also certain levels of being able to walk away, being able to leave it to the Most High, being able to, a lot of times we want to see justice. You want to see justice with these eyes. You have to accept that justice is already served. Justice is already served. I walk through that fire, it don't scare me no more. My heart's a battleground and my soul's still sore. But I'll take the pain, I'll take the burn, cause even the devil knows I'll never turn. That other voice in me, it don't whisper sweet, it just growls, motherfucker, get up on your feet. And I do every damn time, cause losing ain't in my bloodline. When the devil knocks, I don't hide no more. I just crack that grin, say you've been here before. God loves me, so does he, and they both wanna see what the hell I'll be. And when the devil knocks, I don't fold or run. I pour another shot, say you picked the wrong one. Yeah. He ain't after the weed.
devil's not after the weak. He's after the one still swinging. But what is it? What is it? It's not strength in the sense that people are thinking like, oh, big gym guy. But you know what I mean? It's the journey. The journey's not easy. Now, why is that? Because you got to sit in your feelings, you got to sit in your emotions, you got to sit in your accountability. It's not very fun. It's not very pleasant. Most people don't do it at all. At all. Much less to the extent that's necessary.
Oh, yes, right now. That means you're still doing something right. Get your ass back to work. I ain't fancy, never tried to be. Got mud on my boots and a mouth run free. Say what I mean, don't dress it up sweet. You don't like the tone, then take a seat. Ain't no filter, ain't no.
You know what I'm getting?
Give me a plane, that's your loss. You can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk.
You know what I'm getting? It's like, I just lost my train of thought. It's alpha and it's sigma, alpha and sigma energy, right? Sigmas, they let the alphas think that they're in control. Let the alphas think that they're the head honcho, right? Because that's what they want. They want the title. They want the eyes on them. That's what they want. The sigma don't need that. You know what I mean? That's what you want. You want the false illusion that you know what you're doing. The false illusion that you run the show. Sure, buddy. You can have the false illusions. Sigmas deal with truths. They deal with real. But it's the silent power. The silent power we gain. That's interesting too. The silent power that we gain when we've already slayed certain demons. And it's like, they know our frequency. They might not recognize us by this vessel, but it's, they know our frequency, and it's disrupting to them. It irks them on a soul level, and you can't outrun that. You can't unmask that. The only way to do that is to avoid it. But that's what it is. It's avoiding, because they know they can't beat you. So what other choice do they have?
I ain't bending my words for your block. You can huff, puff, shout, or mock, but you can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. I don't beg, don't crawl, don't bluff. I've had it easy, I've had it rough. Still spit true when the night gets long. You can roll your eyes, I'll sing my song. Don't like my tone or my bite, guess you'll sleep cold tonight.
But that's it too. It's don't like my tone. If you don't like my tone, change your behavior. You know what I mean? If you don't like what I'm calling out, the truths that I'm speaking, the facts, because what are you gonna do? Deny the fact? You can try to, but the facts. It's not just I'm just not just blowing smoke. I'm not just throwing ideas or thoughts or whatever out there. Facts. The facts are facts are facts. If you don't like the facts, do something to change it. But the funny thing about facts is we're accountable for all the facts. The positive as well as the negative, but people are so quick to blast the positive facts that reflect positively upon them, that can benefit them. But if you're going to be so loud and so quick to blast the positive, I would expect the other opposite as well.
You can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. My words for your block. You get up, puff, shout, or mock, but you can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. Yeah, it cuts clean. Ain't rude, just born as me. Truth ain't sugar, truth's just true. You don't like it, that's on you.
Truth is just truth. Truth is just truth. The truth is that poverty is a mindset. The truth is that we always have exactly what we need to get to the next stage. The trick is finding the calm in the storm to come to that realization.
You can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. I ain't bending my words for your block. You get up, puff, shout, or mock, but you can kick rocks if you don't like how I talk. Yeah, oh Jah guidance, every soul in search of light.
Every soul in search of light. It's teaming up against you to cause chaos. Teaming up against you to cause chaos. They're learning a tough lesson about that. And tables are turning. But chaos. Chaos, chaos, chaos. A lot of chaos that we take on is not even our own. We accept it by those that we accept around us. We accept it by what we don't stand up for. You know what I mean? When we don't stand up for ourselves, we're automatically, accepting a lower position. Because we refuse to throw the red flag on the play.
The fire must ignite, peace in the heart, peace in the mind. Yeah, yeah. Them chase vanity
but love is divine. In the darkness, till the stars must shine. Carry the burden, yet we trod so kind. Roots and culture keep the balance aligned. Babylon pressure, but I never resign. Truth in the spirit, it cannot confine. Hear mama's prayer, it sweetly remind. Only with love can the soul realign.
I just wanna breathe again. Lift my hands and let it in. Through the fire, through the storm, I find where I belong.
Give me peace of my mind, our love that I can't hide. Lift me up, take me higher, set my soul on fire. Peace of my mind, let the
You know, but going up, going higher. You know, but the silent treatment, it's silencing the mind, but it's silencing the mind to be able to see what we need to integrate, to be able to see what lessons we've already learned, and so what we're meant to apply to the next one. You know, because it's all, that's what it is. You know, at each new level, it's, you know, what do you think? Okay, we went through all the last shit, and you think we just get a reward and we get to throw our jersey up and, okay, we're done with that lesson. It's no, you're going to get tested to show and prove to yourself, to your spirit team, to the Most High, that you've already learned, that you have truly changed, you have truly transformed, you have, it's transmuting. It's the chaos. It's learning to transmute the chaos. And it's funny, the chaos that people throw at us, though. It's when you learn to kind of like, you kind of like play with it, but it's hard to describe because a lot it's invisible. It's invisible. It doesn't happen. You know, the eyes can't see it. You know, but it's the movements are seen, right? But the impact of them are only felt. The impacts are really felt.
darkness fall behind. Shine your light through the night until the morning finds peace of my mind. From Kingston town to the skies above, the remedy is always love. Get a youth rising, just spirit shove. Guidance and from the heavens.
You know, but that's the crucialest part, though. It's the love. It's always, you know, it's always focusing on the love. You know, we always try to work things out peacefully. You know, but when a peaceful revolution is impossible, a violent one is inevitable. But we always try to work things out diplomatically. You know, but some people are just strong. Some people are just hard-headed. Some people are just dumb as fucking rocks. You know, no, rocks are way smarter than some people. People would be lucky. They would be lucky to be as smart as a rock. Sorry for my opinion. Not sorry at all.
No more, no more blood on the land. Unity calling, we must overstand. Truth is a river, it cannot be dammed. Blessings overflow like the works of his hand.
I just wanna breathe again. Lift my hands and let it in. Through the fire, through the storm, I find where I belong.
You know, but so many different times you're gonna want to throw in the towel. So many times, at so many points of the stage. But it's as we're, you know, but it's when we're under the false belief that what we've been given is what is meant to last the whole race. So we're watching everything, you know, deplete, and we're running low, and we've been running for a long time, and just everything's been gone, right? But we think that, you know, we're still supposed to make it all the way to the finish line. Sometimes we're meant to run out of all supplies and wait for our blessings to come in. Sometimes we're meant to, you know, what's interesting too is when you're really in tune, things make sense even when they don't make any fucking sense at all. And the problem is trying to make our human fucking mind make sense out of it. Because good fucking luck. And that's where you're going to get yourself caught up. You know, so when you're confused, that's when you silence, you know, everything, all the noise. And how do you do that? You go into meditation. But that could be anything. That could be cleaning. It could be cleaning out your car. It could be cooking. It could be however you meditate, which is just silencing your mind and speaking to your higher self and God. That's it. It can be anywhere. I walk anywhere, through nature, on the beach, anywhere and anything. It's not just all, you know what I mean? And you don't find God and talk to God really in church either, right? We all have the eyes to see. Black magic, attempted red rum. But it's back to the soul that was in the song. It's controlling our mind. You have to control your mind, because if you can control your mind, you can control your emotions. If you control your emotions, you're controlling your thoughts. You're way better off. It's a head up. But it's back to even when you don't know, you know. It's even when it makes you know what you're guided to do, the steps you're guided to take. No one else knows but you, unless you told them, right? And so, but it's, we question it all the time, and it keeps getting louder and it keeps coming back and being thrown into our face because we keep ignoring it. And so it's like, we know, it's just we haven't taken the time to silence all the chaos and sit and think about all the things that keep repeating. It's the repeats. It's the repeats we need to pay attention to, because there's something in it. That's why it keeps fucking repeating.
Give me peace of mind, all love that I can't hide. Lift me up, take me higher, set my soul on fire. Peace of my mind, let the darkness fall behind. Shine your light through the night until the morning finds. Peace of my mind.
Peace of my mind. Domestic disputes. When we're battling our mind, this uncle's not finding any peace of his mind. But what that's giving? That's giving mental magic. I'm getting mental magic. The silence were used for multiple things. The silence were used to silence those that could see. But what also happened? The people that were fucking around, they were faithing around, and went up against someone that they couldn't beat. It went back to them, and where do you think they ended up?
Rastaman chant for the broken youth, sing them a song to reveal the truth. Every seed planted, it must bear fruit. Every lost spirit, Jah love reboot. Babylon system try break our way, but the righteous standing strong today. Words of the prophet still light the way. Peace in my heart when I kneel and pray.
In the silence I feel free.
Jah Jah whisper melodies,
Every chain will fall away.
when love alone rule the day.
From the mountain peak to the ocean shore, children of Zion cry out for more. Justice and mercy, let it restore. Love is the weapon, no need for war. Give thanks for life and the air we breathe. Give thanks for blessings the soul receive. Strong like a lion, the heart believe. Peace is the treasure no thief can
Give me
thieve.
peace of my mind, oh a love that I can't hide. Lift me up, take me high.
It's no peace of mind. It's self-imprisonment in their own mind. This uncle is self-imprisoned in his own mind. That's really, really unfortunate, because if it's what it's given, it's looks like a permanent vacation in your mind.
Set my soul on fire. Peace of my mind, let the darkness fall behind. Shine your light through the night until the morning finds. an answer just call. Peace and love is the cure for all. Open your heart, let the spirit flow. Seeds of tomorrow we reap and sow. See us sing loud, let the whole world know. Peace of the mind is the way to go. Peace of my mind, love is divine. Carry me higher, set soul on fire. Together, peace, peace of my mind. Them chase vanity, but love is divine. In the darkness, still the stars must shine. Carry the burden, yet we trod so kind. Roots and culture keep the balance aligned. Babylon pressure, but I never resign. Truth in the spirit, it cannot confine. Here, mama.
But it's the planting seeds. It's the seeds that we plant in the throughout the chaos. You know, the seeds that we plant throughout the chaos, those are the seeds that sprout throughout the concrete, right through the cracks of the concrete. Those are the ones that survive, even with throughout a drought, you know. But it's why? Because it's watered, not so much physically, but spiritually. But it's also, I'm getting the words that we speak. You know, the words that we speak upon ourselves. A lot of times we speak chaos into our own life from lack of understanding, any standing of the words that we speak. And that's a big fucking problem.
Prayer, it sweetly remind. Only with love can this soul realign.
I just wanna breathe again. Lift my hands and let it in. Through the fire, through the storm, I find where I belong.
Give me peace of my mind. Oh, I love that I can die. Lift me up, take me higher. Set my soul on fire.
Peace of my mind.
You know, we're supposed to give thanks, right? Always. We know that, right? We know that. But it's multiple, you know. It's all agreed upon. A lot of these lessons we signed up for to learn, right? But it's also we give thanks for what doesn't break us, makes us stronger. Even though it's not always obvious. A lot of times we don't even realize that we're slowly on our way out. But it's because we're too caught up in our mind. We're not able to see the seeds that are sprouting. You know, but just because we can't see the full tree and it's fruiting doesn't mean that it's not already growing. That's for somebody. And I'm going to wrap this up right there. But thanks for tapping in. Thanks for your likes, your shares, your comments, your gifts. Thank you for the exchange of energy. And until next time.